All right, for March 6th or 3/6/17, the assignment is to complete slide 8 using links from slide 7. This is slide 7 right here. You can see there's a definition there. The definition says planetisimals, and I'll allow you to read that yourself, but it's also represented in these images. It shows you how from small particles of matter, dust, etc., you're able to eventually have some structures form. And you can see it down here. So from this chaotic dust grains and such, you can get these larger things forming. And by the definition itself, you can kind of see the first word in it. So what it might be forming is, I'll let you go ahead and guess. What causes things to pull together is a product of gravity and pressure, just natural physical things that happen in the universe. These things happen over a great long period of time, and there's a great amount of energy, and this theory of how certain things are formed in space, we're going to explore today. To complete this right here, so to complete the statement of understanding, remember this, what this type of assignment is called, you're going to complete slide 8 here using links from slide 7 here. So the link right here, this YouTube link, and this YouTube link are going to get you to be able to learn a little bit more about how small particles lead to planet or moon formation. As you need to complete this, you need to read this initial question. How do small planets lead to moon formation? And then you put your hypothesis here. I think that, so right in this blank, this space, I think that planets form in space when yada yada yada. You need to add more to this slide. So your goal is to tell me what if someone were to ask you right now how you think planets form, you would just give them a statement. You would tell them what you think is the forces that create planets and stuff, right? So whatever you think is the answer, it goes here. It's okay if it's right, it's okay if it's wrong, it's okay if you can support it with evidence, it's okay if you don't have evidence to support it. All that matters is you take a chance, you're confident, and you put a hypothesis right here. Right in this column here. So this whole space here. All you have to do is take a chance and state what you think it is. Once you've made that hypothesis, you then need to go to these links. Click on the first link right here. Click on that link. Watch the video. Come back. Write 4 observations. So 4 things from that video that you see that help you better understand how small particles lead to planet or moon formation. The only things you should be listing here for observations are things that you think will help you better understand this mystery, this scientific problem. That's the only thing. So if you're writing something down in the observations and you realize it's not helping you better understand this problem, this scientific problem here, then it's probably best not to write it. It's better to think of something else. Once you get 4 down from the first YouTube video, come down to the second, click on that, watch the video, and get 4 more observations so that you finish your 8 total observations. So between the 2 videos, you can get 4 observations each that will help you understand better this mystery, this scientific problem about how planets and moons form. And then your final thing down here is to do. It says, statement or claim. What can I now say about planet formation? It says 4 sentences minimum. If you write more than 4 sentences, you get a better grade. It says statement or claim. My hypothesis was supported or not supported. So was your hypothesis here supported or not supported by what? By your observations. So based on your observations here, did it match what you came up with as a hypothesis? If it didn't match, that's okay. You just put not supported. If what you wrote in this hypothesis was supported by what you saw in your observations, then you would choose supported. By deciding if your hypothesis was supported or not, which one you choose is based on what you observed up here, so these 8 observations. It's what tells you whether or not your hypothesis appears to be supported or not. All you do after after you compare those, and after you decide if your hypothesis was supported or not, is you explain why it was, why it wasn't, and you also provide additional information that you think will better help explain how small planets lead to planet or moon formation. So you can say right here, I helped you a little. I put the observations used to, and what did your observations accept the help accept the hypothesis, or do your observations lead to you not accepting your earlier hypothesis? But it says the observations used to accept or not accept my earlier hypothesis were first, second, third. You start explaining why you supported your hypothesis or why you didn't based on your observations. If you say your hypothesis was supported, but all your observations don't help support it, then you're not finding a connection between your hypothesis and your observations. You need to, whatever, no matter what, if your hypothesis is right or not, you need to connect it to the observations. Down here in this bottom box, to be clear, this bottom box down here, it's all about saying if your hypothesis is right or not, explaining why it is or not, using the observations, and providing any additional information that better helps anyone understand this problem. It shows people, down here in this bottom box, it's showing them what you know or what you've learned and what you're reporting on about how small particles lead to moon or planet formation. It's all down here. All right, good luck.